We're speaking with Andy Kerr. He's the current chair of the Jefferson County Board of County Commissioners. And I wanted to ask you, Commissioner, whether it makes sense for a county with over 500,000 residents to have only 3 county commissioners, or should that perhaps be expanded?
You know, I'm a big advocate that the government closest to the people should definitely be most responsive. And when you have 3 people who are representing over 580,000 people, Jefferson County has more people than the entire state of Wyoming. The state of Wyoming has a governor, a full legislature, and all the rest of the government. Here in Jeffco, we have more people, yet we only have 3 county commissioners representing all those people. To me, it just makes sense that you would want to have at least 5 commissioners representing all of those people, that each commissioner then would represent a smaller segment of that over 500,000 population. And it just, you know, being a social studies teacher, being somebody who's lived the civic life like I have, it really makes sense to me that having more people representing a larger population like we have in Jefferson County just really makes sense.
Well, a follow-up question to that would be, the current commissioners, all 3 of them are elected county-wide. Would it make more sense along the line you just said to have them be elected by district?
You know, I think, so having served in the state legislature, when I was in the House, there are 65 House members, everyone elected from a different district. In the Senate, there are 35 state senators, everyone elected from a different district. Now, we get elected, we represent a district, yet you are there to represent the people of Colorado. Yes, your district, but also you're thinking about what is best on every single thing you vote on and work on. You're trying to do what's best for the state of Colorado and the people within it. I think that's the same here in the county, that even if people were elected from a district, they would still be doing what was best for Jefferson County as a whole. There's some nuances to that, and there are different ways of doing this throughout the state, but to me, that would make the most sense, is to have 5 county commissioners, each elected from a different district.
Instead of running at large for the whole county?
Yeah.
How many constituents did you have when you were in the House?
So let me think back. In the House, I think somewhere around 65 to 70,000 per House district, and then the Senate districts are about double that.
Yeah.
So in the 135,000 range.
Yeah. So if the 580,000 population of Jefferson County was divided into 5 districts and each had 1 commissioner who ran for that district, each commissioner would have a little over 100,000, maybe 120,000 constituents.
And that would be very similar.
Instead of 580.
Right, and that would be very similar to how our state Senate districts are set up right now.
Yeah. Now that's the situation with our school board. Shouldn't that same apply to the school board? All 5, each of the 5 members of the school board represents a designated portion of the school district, but each runs throughout the entire school district, which is the county.
Yeah, I think that would make sense for our school board as well.
Yeah. Any other thoughts about it?
No, you know, I think that these are the things, as a nerdy social studies teacher that has been living this political life in the legislature and here as a commissioner, I think these are the things we should be discussing. These are the things we should be debating to make sure that the folks here in Jefferson County are well represented.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and do you think that this should be required of all counties over a certain population, to have at least 5 instead of 3?
Yeah, you know, I think it makes sense. I'm not sure. That's one of the things I'm not sure about is making it required. But it certainly makes sense to me that when you're getting to counties
size,
of this population, that it makes sense to have more commissioners.
Thank you for your time.
Yep,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it. Bye-bye.